Hi, my name is Alasia. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I wanted to talk about how hookup culture and society has ruined the true meaning of sex. But I also want to talk about how various things could influence the way people view sex. So if this is what you are interested in, or if this resonates with you, keep watching. So I have a why. So the why, why people will hook up, and it can be many things. So one of them is I understand that when people have trauma and stuff, they use drugs, as a form of coping and to try to fill a void, or to they use drugs as a vice, and they just want to numb the feelings, the pain, the trauma. And people often forget that people use sex as that, which is why I kind of feel like hookup culture is so why it's so influenced and why so many people do it, because we live in a world where it's pleasure. They just want instant pleasure and the affection and the attention, and they use it as a vice. They use sex to try to fill a void inside themselves that it cannot fill. Another thing, it could be a sex addiction. People hooking up with so many people, hundreds, 20s, or hundreds, 200s. That is a sex addiction. I mean, it's not normal to be having so much sex with different people. I mean, and you might be like, oh, well, what's the difference between that and one person? But one person is different because I'll get into that in a sec, but it could be sex addictions, which is why people might be hooking up with a bunch of people, and why it's so influenced, and why so many people are doing it. So being brainwashed by hookup culture and society, I also think peer pressure comes in, where it's like, oh, well, if everyone else is doing it, then I think it's okay if I do. Everyone can make their own choice. Everyone can go and hook up with as many people as they want. I mean, it's your life, it's your choice. But it's sad to me, because this is what has ruined the true meaning of sex. People think, obviously it's supposed to feel good and everything, but I'm gonna get into it in a sec. But so being brainwashed by society, the hookup culture, and watching porn also can be an influence in how you view sex, and how you view women too. But also peer pressure, feeling the pressure of, oh, if he's doing it, I'm gonna do it. And I feel like men are more pressured into it because of guy friends, the wanting to impress your guy friends and how many women you get with, and it's pathetic. But how you're raised can also influence the way you view sex. Some people are raised in a very strict religious household, like Christianity or Mormonism, and that can make you view sex kind of shameful too, in a shameful way, where you view it as this bad thing, kind of I don't want to say evil, but I think sometimes they can make it out to be that way in religion, where it's don't do it, you're gonna go to hell. And it's so they get scared and they don't do it. So you got one extreme to the other, where you got hookup culture, and then you got And then you got Christianity and purity culture, I think is what they call it. The shame and, just feeling so shameful towards sex and everything where, you don't even want to do it. And some people, are raised in a household with probably not good, like a healthy view on love, from their parents, and that can view the way they view sex too, obviously. Yeah, so, your trauma, your physical pain, like I said, seeing what your parents go through in their relationships can also view the way or affect the way you view sex. So with all these things, being said, not just hookup culture and society has ruined the way, well, I feel like it has though. It has ruined the true meaning of sex. But also I just wanted to list a few things that I feel like can also influence the way you view sex, but just with hookup culture and society and everything, I wanted to explain how, I don't know, it's just when you're being bombarded with a bunch of social media and everything like that, and just one night stands is such a normal thing to people, and friends with benefits, and it's just really sad to me that it can all just affect the way you view sex. The true meaning. Let's get to it. So the true meaning of sex, what is it? It's love. It's love. You have sex with someone because you love them. That is what sex has always been about. That's what God intended it for. It was to always be about love. And it's just so sad to me that sex has become this meaningless thing. This just make me feel good, and I'll make you feel good, and like I said, using it as a vice, and trying to reach as many bodies as you can, and being influenced so much by society and hookup culture that sex is this nothing thing when it is everything. And it's just, I don't know, it's just sad to me. But that's, we forget that sex is actually an expression of love. That's what it is. It's not this gross thing that, people may think it as, or this bad thing, or you're promiscuous, but, sex is actually an expression of love. And I think that, I don't know, it's just sad. Because a lot of things can determine, obviously everything that I said can influence how you view sex, but, sex was always supposed to be about love and never about lust. And I wanted to give an example. So, oh gosh, I'm a virgin, so I haven't had sex, but I have had some experience with men, and just from kissing a guy and, them, whatever, touching you and stuff, it feels good. And, when they make me feel good, I would, I could attach them. I form this physical and emotional connection with them. And, that's made me really view sex the way I do, because if me being just kissing a guy and feeling this way, being physical, then I couldn't imagine having sex with someone and the type of feelings I would feel, you know, having sex. And so I always viewed sex in this way where it's like, I want to do it with someone I love. You know, I don't want to do it with someone that I know doesn't love me and doesn't respect me and doesn't value me. But also, you know, trauma can affect the way you view sex and the way that you, you know, go about it. But I noticed that when, you know, I could be physical, you know, somewhat physical with a guy, obviously. I'm not being super physical, but I would get attached and he wouldn't. And I'm like, wait, why? Like, why is this? And it's because, you know, when a man isn't emotionally connected to you, like he doesn't have this, like any feelings towards you, he can just be physical, be done. You gave me what I wanted, bye. And I do know that men and women are different in that way, and I know a lot of people will say that they're not different, but I mean, we are. I feel like men are more physical and they can really just shut off their emotions. I mean, they've been taught basically not to feel, not to cry, and which is sad. It's like, we all have feelings. I mean, men have feelings. They want to act like they don't, but they do. I do know that, I mean, of course, there's men, though, that get emotionally connected to women if they are physical, but I feel like when a man is physically, I mean, emotionally connected to you first, and then he's physical with you, like, then when he has sex or whatever, you know, he's expressing his love if he has those emotions for you. But obviously, if you're doing a one-night stand and you're just having sex, like, he doesn't love you. It's not an act of love. It's just, I'm gonna fuck you and leave you and you're gonna give me what I want. Yeah. Okay, this next part is explaining that sex is deeper than the physical. So whether you want to believe it or not, sex is not just physical, it's spiritual. And I don't mean like religious wise, you know, like, I feel like religious and spiritual are different. And people might disagree with me, but spiritually, I mean like the spiritual realm, right? That we have a spirit, a soul. And when you have sex, you create like a soul tie with another person. And when you have sex with someone, you exchange. There's an energy exchange that happens when you have sex. And I mean, you can say that it's not like an energy thing or an energetic thing, but it's like, you know, you got women that are like, oh, he has such a bad vibe. Yeah, that's his energy. And it's like, so you can believe it like that, but when it comes to sex, you know, people won't believe in the spiritual and the energetic part, but it is spiritual. That's why when you have sex with someone, you know, you want to be very cautious. You know, you're going to take on their trauma and their emotions, their feelings. If you feel drained after you have sex with someone, like, they're not good for you. Like, they're not good for your soul. Like, your soul knows that. And you can act like it's a nothing thing, and you can act like what I'm saying is bullshit, but it is spiritual. Like, if you've ever felt like shit after, that is him taking just a part of you and, you know, you're like part of your soul. Like, you don't want to be having sex with men that just want your body. Like, your soul's gonna feel that. I kind of have the saying, it's like, if you want to let anybody in your home, right, your home, if you're not going to just let any random man in your home, why are you letting just any random person inside your body and touch your body? Like, your body is not for everybody. You don't want to just be sharing it. Like, I know a lot of things can hinder the way you view yourself and your confidence and your value and your worth, but, you know, you are valuable, and you don't want to just be giving your body away to, I'm mainly speaking for the women, honestly. Like, you don't want to just be giving your body out to just men that want to use you, you know? Like, men will literally have sex with anybody, you know? And it's gross. But, like, a man desiring you is not, it's not a compliment. You know, a man that respects you is, like, and it's just, like, sad to me seeing that a lot of things, you know, can hinder the way people view sex. And, but, like, your energy, your body is so sacred, so, it's so expensive. Like, you don't want to just be giving, you know, your body out to just anybody. Like, you want to be cautious. You don't want to just be giving your soul to anybody. Like, you want to be mindful. Of course, you can always, there's always a way to, I'm not saying if you have a bunch of sex with someone, like, you're like too far gone. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's always, you can always start over. You can always start again. You can always, you know, you can go through the healing process and figure out why you feel this need to have a bunch of sex with people. And, you know, this goes for men too. I'm, like, obviously I said I was just speaking to women, obviously, but obviously it's for both, you know. Men just, I think it goes for both men and women. Like, you shouldn't just be having sex with just anybody. Like, sex is an expression of love. It is something you want to do with someone you love. Like, and it's just sad that society, hookup culture, brainwashed us into thinking it's not. But it is. Like, seriously. I don't know, just, you have to be mindful of who you let touch you and who you let into your energy and who you give your time to. Like, you know, just, honestly, if you can get anything from this video, I just want you to heal, to figure out this, you know, the why. Like, why, you know, I listed a lot of whys, like why people view sex the way they do, and figure out your why. Why do you, you know? And once you figure that out, then you can heal. If you can get anything from this video, is just to find some healing, to start your healing, to figure out where the wound is, and, you know, because that is, you know, having sex with a bunch of random people, it's not normal, and we've normalized it. It's not a normal thing to go out and just have sex with a bunch of different people. It's not normal. And, you know, we've normalized it. We've normalized hookup culture, and society has, but it's not normal to have sex with so many people. And just ask yourself, where is this stemming from? Why do I feel this need to do it so much? What am I trying to avoid? What am I trying to escape from? What am I trying to distract myself from? And like I said, you can be using people, sex, as a form of drug to distract yourselves from problems, inner wounds, trauma, you know, any kind of problem. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope some of it resonated with you. I hope you learned something. I hope that you got something out of it. Let me know if you want me to talk about anything else that I said or that you want me to talk about more. Yeah, sorry, I was gonna end that too fast, but bye.